Well, as we've been saying, tomorrow is the day Diddy finds out what his sentence is, how long he will be behind bars. And look, he's going to federal prison. We don't know which prison he'll end up in. He actually won't find out tomorrow, right? He'll just find out his sentence, and eventually he'll find out which prison he's going to. Do you think he's going to go to it's not going to be a maximum security, right?
I don't know what the judge is going to say. If the judge really predicates a harsher sentence on violence, I don't know.
Then it could be. A lot of things we'll find out tomorrow. If you're Diddy, you'd think you're kind of preparing you prepare for the worst. And how do you mentally prepare, maybe even physically prepare for a stay in federal prison? There are people who help you get ready for that. Federal prison consultants. And our next guest, Sam Mangel, is one of those. He's a federal prison consultant, and he is joining us right now. Sam, welcome to TMZ Live.
Thank you very much.
So, Sam, let's get right to the core of this, that Diddy is not only famous, he is now notorious. Is he a target for various forms of violence because of the backdrop of this case?
Absolutely not. Understand, where he is now is probably the worst he will ever experience. If he is sentenced to any additional time over and above time served, he's going to wind up going to a low security facility. Right now, he's in what's called an administrative security facility that houses the worst of the worst. I have quite a few clients at the Brooklyn MDC. I've spoken to the mother of two of his children and was trying to explain to her where I suggested that he spends his sentence if he does get any time. So when he does get designated, if he's designated to more time, it's going to be like going from a Red Roof Inn to a Hilton. And that's the best way to explain it.
But wait a minute, why? I mean,
well, Brooklyn MDC does have a
no, and I understand that.
Reputation.
But there are still, you're in prison, and people have done various things that are, against the law, and some of them might be violent. The judge has said Diddy is violent, and he's shown it on that video. So there may be other violent people, and if they've seen him beat a woman, if they've heard of various things that he allegedly did, some of which are true and some of which were not true. Everybody thought, oh, the trial is going to be filled with this and that, and it wasn't in some of those cases. Nonetheless, people have it in their heads. So I don't understand why he's so immunized from that just because it's not a maximum security prison.
So he will be designated in all likelihood to a low security, not a camp, not minimum security. Where he goes, there will be a wall, there will be gun towers, there will most likely be cells. There will be a controlled movement, which means he can only move from his dorm to meals or to work 10 minutes before the hour, and he has 10 minutes to get there. He will be housed with sex offenders, violent criminals, gang members. But the Bureau of Prisons does the designation and security, not the judge. The judge can recommend a place to go, and the BOP typically follows it 70% of the time. There are better low security facilities than others. And when he gets there, the worst that will happen to him, depending upon where he goes, in my opinion, will be boredom. The BOP will not run the risk of something happening to him. Now, if he mouths off, if he does something stupid, well, yeah, he could get hurt. He's been in a much worse facility for the past 14 months. I don't think he's going to do that.
So I wanted to go back to something. You said that you'd spoken to the mother of one of his kids. Was she reaching out because he was looking for advice, or was this something she was doing on her own?
So she reached out to me, both as a former client, but to get my opinion as to where I think he should go. It's my understanding she was going to be speaking with his legal team after I had that conversation with her. The initial thought process was maybe sending him to Miami, where he has a home. My recommendation was to avoid Miami due to the demographics of that facility. I have clients in Miami. I spent 21 months at the camp in Miami, so I'm very familiar with that institution. I think there are better options for him based upon his security level.
Okay. Well, look, we will see tomorrow. We really appreciate you coming on. Thanks.
Thank you, Sam.
My pleasure. Thank you.